don't want anybody to know what this is just yet. I want to keep it hidden for as long as I can. Alright guys, we'll go ahead and open it up here. Welcome to Pounds Firearms. Yes, this is a Daniel Defense, and it's not an AR. This is probably the, I don't know, I'm going to say it, the most anticipated, most talked about gun of Gun Show, or SHOT Show 2024. So stay tuned. You're going to unbox it with me. Hi guys, welcome back. Pound from Pounds Firearms. Yes, this is it. Daniel Defense H9. I think they call it the Daniel H9. So obviously when you go to a gun dealer or a FFL, they're going to take it apart here. So it's technically, I've seen it, but I have not gone through anything here. So this is still sealed. I've not gone through the instruction manual yet. The only thing I've seen is the firearm itself. So let's see what it comes with here. So we got a gun lock. Looks like this is pretty generic. Doesn't even have Daniel Defense's logo on it. I know FN's comes with FN logos on it. It's got a really thick user manual here. You know what? Let's dive into that here before we get into the pistol, because I always gonna skip forward through all this anyways. So I think what I've heard is you have to send off for your plate. So here is the instruction manual. I mean, there's a ton of pages on here. Ooh, look at that. Comes all the way apart. Here's all the pieces to it. Cool. Okay. Okay. How to fire it, trigger. Oh, here's your different plates. So we'll find out here that choosing and installing an RDS plate. So I don't think it comes with the plates. I think you have to order the plates. Oh, there's how you take it apart. Oh, it's doing the John Wick on it. Okay. There we go. Yeah, we kind of already know that. Oh, taking apart the base plates. All right, well, I guess you can really take that thing apart. Cool. Looks like a very detailed instruction manual. Cool. Got a Daniel Defense sticker, it looks like. Here is the base plate piece here. Choose from your plate option. Remove the 2 Torx. Remove the 6 screws to install. Align, place it. Looks like they put an EOTech on this one. Here you go. So it looks like you got a scan. Yeah, scan to redeem. This is the first time I'm reading this. You're scan to redeem, and then you pick whichever ones you want. You got your option 1 is Shield. Option 2 is your Trijicon RMR SRO. 3 is your Seymour. And 4 is, I don't even ever heard of those. Dr. Noblex. There we go. I don't know what the Shield or the EOTech one sits on, but there you go. Looks like you got 4 different plates depending on what you want. You go to danieldefense.com/free-RDS. I probably should, you know what, I'm probably going to block this because I'm sure somebody will try to hit me up for my coupon. Hopefully that's not the case, but yes, so I'm going to go ahead and redeem that one here. I do got an RMR laying around. I didn't realize it didn't come with plates, so that kind of sucks. I guess I can't redeem the RMR. I don't think there's anything else here. This looks like it's stuck. This folds over, okay. This looks like it's stuck. So it does come with 3 magazines. They're all 15 rounders. They are metal. Kind of cute. One goes, I guess it doesn't matter which way they go. You know, I mean, it's okay. Just push foam. It's got some cracks and stuff on it. Let's take a look at the monster here. What everybody came to see. Heck, what I came to see. All right, so it already comes with a flag. Cool. There it is, guys. So I haven't got to play with it yet. I've held it. I'm going to tell you what. This might be the most comfortable gun I've ever held. I'm a huge FN fan. I love what FN does with their pistols. But this thing, I don't know if it's because it's aluminum or what, but the grip on this thing, it just feels fantastic. I don't even know how to describe it. It is, and it's not picking up any shine from my light, so it's It's pretty matte too. But I'm telling you, this thing is one of the most comfortable guns I've ever felt. If not the most comfortable gun I've ever felt. So you saw the flag in here, but we'll go and just make sure that it's clear. We're clear. So yes. So one thing I noticed right off the bat is this beaver tail is giant. There's a giant beaver tail on here. I got a double X hands. I think it's really going to prevent a lot of my bites that I get. So I'm pretty excited to see what this is going to do. Does have a front, the green fiber optics front sight, front post, the blacked out back. It's got some, you know, here's your plate system. Super narrow slide. I think that's one of the things that they're really bragging about is how narrow their slide is. But yeah, this is it. All right. So what we're gonna go ahead and do here is let's see if we can figure out how to take it apart. It does have the Picatinny rail on it. Got some glue or some junk in here. Huh. Yeah, it does have the Picatinny rail on it. It's got slice serrations front and rear. It's got this wonky trigger. Let's go ahead and test that out here. So their trigger safety goes to the top, as you can see. And there's the wall. I mean, it's, you know, tell you it's a 1911-inch trigger. Wall. Other than being a super hard pull, it's a good feeling trigger. I will tell you though, this little piece of it right here feels really weird coming from the top. Yeah. See that reset here. Minimal on the reset. A pretty decent trigger. Yes. All right, let's see if we can figure out how to take this thing apart here. So, he did the whole John Wick thing. I think so these tabs, they don't push. Oh, they slide down. So you got to yank them down towards both sides down is what it feels like. Slides down. There it goes. Came right out. That's actually really painful. Look at the tips of my fingers, man. They are crunched. You really have to yank on those things. Jeez, that kind of hurt, actually. Here we go. So first thing I notice is this spring does not sit like a normal spring does. It is definitely lower. Well, this is interesting. So it's got this little thing on it. Okay. That's interesting. Okay. Cool. Other than that, check out this barrel. It's got a little lube on it. She's a little greasy. See if we can get my logo going again here. Let's get this out of the way. Yeah, there's my logo. Looking pretty shiny in there. Should. It's a brand new gun. Yeah. I don't know. I don't see anything crazy on there. Looks like I see a pin there, probably hold the extractor in. Yeah. Oh, there we go. You guys are probably out of frame. Sorry, I was looking at it when you wanted to look at it. Yeah, I don't think there's anything too crazy about it. Cool. All right, let's see if we can put this back in here. Look good. All right, let's check this out. So they say this is aluminum. I mean, it looks cool. It just looks cool. You know, I don't own any Daniel. Well, I own a Daniel Defense now. This is my first Daniel Defense. But man, this thing just feels cool. It just looks cool. All right. I don't see a lot of grease in here, so we'll have to grease that sucker up before we shoot it. See how the magazines go in here. Yep, pretty standard it looks like. Cool. All right, let's get the sucker back together here. It just feels like it's way too hard. What the heck? I can't even engage the... I do something wrong here? I can't even engage the safety or the slide lock. What the heck is going on here? It won't even lock with the mag? Oh, whoa. What the heck is going on? There's no way that thing should be that hard to pull. I cannot, I mean literally, I cannot lock that back in, and I squeeze it with all my life. Maybe I put something together wrong? Oh my god, now I can't get this thing apart. My pins are down. What the heck's going on here? Oh, it's locking now. What the heck? Now it's locking. Feels like it's functioning. Something doesn't feel right here. Pins are down. Now I can't get this damn thing apart. Oh. I guess you had to squeeze the trigger. In 2024, you still have to squeeze the trigger. What in the world is going on here? I'm thinking it has something to do with this thing. Oh, you know what? Now that I look at it, maybe that's the problem here. So, I'm used to, without having this little nipple on it, I'm used to having just the spring hit the bottom of this groove right here. I don't have a pointer with me, dang it. Here, we'll use the yellow tab. But I'm used to hitting it like this piece right here. That makes sense. That piece right there. So, but that's not the case. If you look a little deeper, there's a little tiny indentation in there. So you get the right light. There it goes. Little tiny indentation right there. So I'm thinking, if I look at it right, that spring, this little nipple right here, it's even got a little notch in it. I bet you that's what happens. That little notch needs to line up in. Ah, you hear it click? There we go. That looks a little better. You see that now? Yeah, that looks a little better. So now it's like straight up and down, and now it's even. Let's see if that works now. Ha. I wonder, I'm going to replay the video here. I think what ended up happening with me is, what ended up happening is when I first put it in, I thought I needed to go all the way down to touch that. So I think I had it like this. But it needs to be up just a hair into that notch. There we go. Oh, there we go. Note to self. So it needs to be in that notch. We'll test it again here. I think that's what was going on. Because it, yeah, it definitely feels a lot better now. Definitely feels a lot better now. Okay, well, heck. I thought I was already going to have my first problem with it. Cool. All right, well, we're going to take one more scan here. We'll look through it. It does have, looks like a lanyard loop there. A slide bevel. Looks like it's got a finger pry bar there to try to pry your magazine out. Oh, it's got it on the magazine too. That's cool. So yeah, there you go. Now you really get your fingers in there to pry it out. Cool. So the front serrations here, the front grip, it is left and right goes real easy. Up and down though, it is grip tape. So we have the takedown levers here. It's on both sides. And I tell you what, that takedown lever, it is hard. I mean, look, I just squeezed it now. And look at the indentation on my thumb. There's, yeah, it's definitely painful. Might have to recommend wearing gloves here. Looks like the fiber optic, the way they built it, they left the nipple on it. I know I'm getting nitpicky here, but I mean, $1,300 gun, you know. Cool. Well, this is it. I'm pretty impressed. I'm digging the way it feels. I'm digging the way it feels. So I think what we'll go ahead and do is we'll see what the trigger pull weight is, and then after that we'll go shooting, and then after that we'll come back and then we'll weigh the thing and then do our final thoughts. All right, guys, thanks for being patient here. So I got my Wheeler Engineering trigger pull gauge. Nothing fancy. Seems to do the job. So we'll go ahead and check it out here. So it's at 0. Dogs are barking here. All right, let's see what we get here. Delete. All right, let's see if we not screw up this time. See if that makes a difference. Oh, did I not reset it? Jeez, acting like it's my first time. Delete. Here we go. Let's try it again. £6, 12.1 ounce. Save that one. £6, 14.4 ounces. Save that one. £6, 10 ounces. Save that one. So 3 pull average, we're looking at 6 pounds, 12.5 ounces. It's kind of a lot. 6 pound trigger pull. Yeah, I mean, it fills every bit of it. So yeah, I don't know if there's a way to loosen that up, kind of like the Sears on a 1911. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, we'll see how that plays out. A little heavier than I was expecting here, but yeah, there we go. 6 pounds, 12.5 ounces on a 3 pound pull average. Yeah, I couldn't find my scale, so I think we'll do the scale after our shooting portion here. So, all right, guys. Went ahead and got the scale here. I just didn't feel right without getting the scale going here. So, I'm going to set this guy up. Should set the 0 here. Let's see, units, ounces, pounds. Yeah, we'll see. All right, so we do have empty pistol. It's cleared. We'll go ahead and weigh it with an empty mag. 29.5 ounces, which is the same as 1.9 pounds. This scale doesn't do pounds and ounces, unfortunately, so 27 ounces without the magazine. So there you go. All right, guys, now we'll go and take the time to go shoot this thing. So, follow me over to the range. We'll take your first shots. I'm so excited. All right, guys. We're on the range. We got a guest with us. We got that guy. Wanted to see what this thing's all about. So we're gonna go ahead and oil this guy up for the first time. It came with factory lube, but yeah, we'll just drop a couple drops down the rail real quick. Maybe. There we go. All right, cool. We're gonna try this thing out here. So it's 15 rounds. So one thing I noticed when I was loading these magazines up is the follower is yellow, and it's kind of hard to make out your round count with brass and the yellow follower. So I was short on a couple magazines. All right, no safety, big fiber optic front sight. We'll see. All right, first couple shots, here we go. I tell you what though, sure like this thing. This thing is nice. All right, got a couple more going here. We'll dump these other 2 mags. Uh-oh. Failure to feed. Jam it in there, see what happens. All right. We're gonna clamp this thing down. Let's see if we can get it going again here. There we go. See if it'll feed this time. Doesn't look like it went in. I'm really liking the dovetail. It is very comfortable. All right, see if we can go back and forth here. Maybe hit a target. There you go. First 45 rounds. Cool. Let's load up some more. All right. So we went and loaded this up. That guy was kind enough to give us some HSTs plus Ps. So we'll see how it handles this. Let's see if it loads all right. Hey, that one went a lot easier than that target ammo. All right, here we go. HSTs. A little more kick. Yeah. All right, guys, we're about 90 rounds through. I think we got done 6 mags so far. And it's noticeably warm, the slide is. So about room temperature here, up here, it's definitely surprisingly warm, actually. Yeah, so we're 6 mags in, so whatever that is, I'm pretty sure that's 90. They're starting to chamber fine. This thing's still running good. Thought I heard a little rattle. All right, let's see if we can buckle down and get a couple more on here. And just double taps here. This thing sure is fun.
About the sensor.
All right, we're gonna do some more plus Ps here. If I can hit a target, good lord. Did I miss every one of those? I think I did. You can notice the difference between the plus Ps and the regular target loads. That one chambered okay. See if we can hit every target this time here. Uh-oh. Can't hit nothing. Starting to see a mirage.
Heat mirage?
Yeah. I'm really digging that dovetail, man. It's saving my hand pretty good. And some oil, but yeah. All right, guys, welcome back from the range. Yeah. I don't know how much footage we're gonna keep on there, but I don't remember now. We put close to 250, maybe 300 rounds through it. A lot more than I expected to, but it was pretty fun. So, yeah, we don't need the magazines, I guess. We'll just pull this bad boy out. So I will tell you, we're clear. I will tell you, this slide got pretty freaking hot. It got so hot towards the end there that just putting your fingers on it, even to rack it, just the time it takes to rack it from the front was actually a little hot. I had to pull my hand off. I'm not even gonna lie. It was pretty warm, warmer than I thought it was gonna be. So now that this thing's cooled off, let's go ahead and pull this sucker apart. So from the first video, what we learned is very Glockish. You had to pull the trigger. So now it's just enough to get finger grooves on those flaps, which is a pain in the butt. And there we go. Let's take a look here. Let's get some wipes in here. We'll wipe this down as we go. Yeah, so I don't know if the gold is part of the original lube that was on there, or if that's copper shavings. So we'll see when we take it apart here. The cool part is, I don't know if you can see it from the camera angle or not here, but there is, you can see the 1911 trigger components in there. So I'm thinking what we can do is maybe take that whole thing apart and then maybe polish that up or something. So we'll have to take a look at that here. Yeah, I'm not seeing any crazy gouges or anything. Granted, it was only a couple hundred rounds. There's right here on the feed ramp, it looks like there's some pretty good little dings in there from the, well, I don't know about dings, but definitely some discoloration there from the copper bullets there hitting it. But yeah, so that's the frame piece of it. Pretty good. I don't see anything down the rails. Little copper pieces there down the rails. Like I said, I don't know if it's lube or, here's a big flake. Let's see. I think that's casing. I think that's brass. Kept seeing copper, but yeah, that's probably brass. Cool. Put that down. Let's take a look at this guy. So looks like a lot of the yellow came off. I'm trying to think of why they would put yellow on there. Why would they indicate what type of spring it is, unless they got something coming in the future, I guess, huh? So looking at these rails, there's some brass shavings on there. So there's I don't know if you can see it on the face here, but yeah, there's some wear in there already. Yeah, nothing too crazy, just dirty, but nothing too crazy. Inside of the rails look pretty good. I don't see any giant gouges or anything. Cool. What we're gonna go ahead and do here is we'll give it its first bath. Just make sure we'll give it its first bath. So we'll start on that here. So, no, we didn't look at the. Geez, I just donged this and I forgot it's fiber optic. Let's see here. Yeah, let's see if we can get my logo going. Where's it at? There she is. Got some dusting in there. Barrel looks okay. Yeah, nothing crazy with that. Feed ramps, it's got a few knocks in it from through the carbon, but yeah, nothing too crazy. Cool. All right, so what we're gonna go ahead and do here is cut some material off real quick. So we will get started getting some junk through it. So we're just gonna use this Otis cleaner. Nothing too fancy. Shake up in there. There, we got some gunk on there now. So what's the rule of thumb? Inside out, we'll try it. Inside out, we'll do the first couple passes there just to get some junk in there. Dogs. We'll let that kick in there. I don't know how CLP-ish this stuff is, but yeah, we'll let that kick in there. Let's pull this out now. We'll use what's left over here and we'll just start rubbing it through here. Bottom of the slide there, or I guess the top of the slide, the inside of the top of the slide. Get on this side. All right, we'll let that one soak in there for a minute. See what we can do with this here. We'll just wipe all this down real good. All right, we'll get some cotton pads out now here and see if we can. Yeah, it's a little dirty, huh? A little bit out there. Okay. All right, we'll just dip this guy in here. We'll see if we can get in some of these crevices. What if that's supposed to move like that? Interesting. Never seen the ejector have so much play in it, but this one does. Cool. One thing I didn't get last time was I didn't lube up the trigger. You can see the trigger rails in there. Probably not from your camera because it's pretty far in there, but yeah, it is. It does look like a 1911 trigger. It's pretty funny. Let's try this side here. Let's see if we can get inside these grooves. There we go. Set the frame rails there. All right, let's go back to the slide. So it's inside the frame rails here. Coming pretty clean. Ejector doesn't look bad. There's nothing on the ejector, so I won't spend too much time on that one. Inside the slide. Cool. All right, let's get the feed ramp. Oh, I think it was on frame, was I? No? Well, if I wasn't, you missed it. Cool. All right, well, let me give it all a quick wipe down again here. Yeah, final thoughts. I wish they had more than 15 rounds. Hopefully that comes out here in the future, near future. The other part I don't like is that you have to order your plate, your optics plate. I thought that was kind of silly. They should just gave you the optics plate. Like when you buy an FN, they give you every combination possible right out the gate. Yeah, so I thought that was kind of lame. Yeah, this thing is awesome. It has some failures to feed. We'll use the white one. Lost my train of thought here, so we'll just go back. Oh, the optics plates. I think that's kind of silly. Yeah, this thing is awesome. I think it's going to be my next my new favorite gun. I don't have a holster for it, so I know there's some aftermarket companies that kind of already did theirs, but I like to build my own. So my next video, I'm going to go ahead and build a holster, and I want to go ahead and do another giveaway. The first one didn't work out so well, so this time I'm going to go ahead and do another giveaway for those that stuck around to the end. I'm going to build another holster. I'm going to build 2 holsters since I'm at it. It's not going to have a light or anything. It's just going to be just the pistol. Later on, I'll work on a light holster here, but I'll build 2 of them and I'll give one away. So keep an eye out for that one. Yeah, so just a quick review. I don't know if you can hear it or not. It feels a lot smoother than it was. You hear that spring still kind of winding around there, but definitely does not feel as gritty. Oh, one thing I wanted to do actually here, after like, let's just call it 250 rounds. I want to see if that trigger pull changed any here. So let's see if we can test that out real quick. So I think we were at 6.5 pounds earlier. So let's see what happens now here.
It says, okay, canceled.
I don't know what the heck Siri's doing here. So 6.74. 6 pounds, 7.4 ounces. I didn't save it. Shoot. Try it again. £6, 6.8 ounces. It lost a few ounces, so that's cool. I have a feeling that the more you work that in, the better it's going to do. But yeah, so 6 pound trigger pull is kind of high. But there she is, guys. This is the Daniel Defense H9. I'm going to go ahead and do a couple comparison videos. So my next video is going to be the holster. I'll give one away. I'm going to do a couple more comparison videos. I think I'm going to compare it with 509cc, the XL version. See how that does. I'm going to maybe compare it with the FK Brno, because that's got a really low bore axis as well. And it's got the big old dongle, big old weight in the front to help with recoil. So stay tuned. A couple comparison videos here with at least some of them from my collection here, a 509 and an FK Brno. But until then, this is the Daniel Defense H9. I'm digging it. It's probably my new everyday pistol. All right, guys, leave some comments below here if you want to see any other videos or any other comparisons. If I missed something, let me know. If not, we'll see you on the next one. This is Pound from Pound Firearms, signing off.